So this art's fantastic. So let's start with this one. Condense. Condense is a 2-mana Bandle burst card that says pick a follower, can be yours, your opponent's, whatever. Create a 1-cost copy of hand and set its stats to 1/1. This card seems insane. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I read this and I was like, it's troll from Stone Art? It is, but it's about to troll my games by killing me. Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff. You could get like 1-mana sign in. You could get Rekindler. You can, and like, it doesn't have to be yours. That's the important part. It's like, if you play Concologist, you see Condense and your opponent plays, Tibulk or whatever. That's, they're a Tibulk deck. You're like, oh, cool. And then you just wait and you boop, do that. Or worst case scenario, another Concologist. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is insane. It's dev a busted combo, but I don't think you can just jam this in any deck. That's not the point though, right? Well, first of all, you played in Bandlebar. 100% you played in Bandlebar. And then, yeah, it's just a Concologist hit. And you're going to play Concologist in every deck you can, basically. It's like just an insane Concologist hit. Can you pick a follower from the opponent's hand? No, it has to be on the board. But very, very, very strong card. Expect this to be, well, basically a sick Concologist hit. Moving on. This one's kind of weird. Blowback. 4-mana PNZ fast. Deal 1 to an enemy and the enemy nexus. Discard up to 2 to increase the damage by 1 for each card discarded. I mean, Blowback seems nuts. Okay, let's hear it. I want to hear your reasoning, because like, this is obviously very inefficient. Like, incredibly inefficient. Yeah, it's very inefficient. Kegs? I don't think you want this with Kegs. Like, with Kegs, first of all, 4 is a lot with Kegs, because you can't cast BB on 5 and then cast Blowback. And that's brutal. Saradex to discard trash. You already have other things you'd like to discard too, like Rummage. Get excited in Eternal, right? How inefficient is it? Like 6 inefficient, I would say. At least 6 units of inefficiency. It's good Jinx support. Okay, it's Jinx support, but 4 mana is a lot, bro. Like, a lot. Let's take a peeksy-poo, right? At this here Jinx deck. And the resource curve for it. This deck is lean and mean. This deck doesn't cast a 4-mana thing ever. It's just Augmented Experimenter, right? That's the only thing. And Jinx, yeah, I'd rather just run Get Excited. Can it do some cool stuff? Yeah, but 4 mana is a lot. A lot. You feel like this is a game ender where you're top decking? Well, then you really don't want to top deck it, because then it just does 1 damage, right? You're like, what do we draw? Oh, 4 mana, deal 1. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Like, I'm so glad this isn't Mystic Shot or like something else, right? Not saying this card's unplayable. It's just, it's not what this deck wants. Could be that there's an Eternal where you'd like to have it, where you make so much discard fodder. But like, imagine this card, right? And you just didn't draw the discard fodder half of your deck. Even with Tibulk, it seems, man. Yeah, this isn't a kind of card that scales with Tibulk. It's just, yeah. And if you don't draw discard fodder, it's bad. So like, am I saying this card's unplayable? No. But am I saying you should play this right now? No. Something would have to change. I think, what if 3 mana? 3 mana is, now we're talking. 3 mana is a lot. Like, 3 spell mana is a lot different than 4 spell mana. Okay, let's move on. Pack Attack. 6 mana Shurima. Ew. Slow speed. Start a free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each cat ally. How many cats do we have? Italy confirmed. Okay, so this is what I was thinking after we saw after I saw Joystick's tweet where she was like, "Yo, we'll get to this in a second," but she was like, "Zion Recon are birds." I was like, "Oh my god, you're right." So that could be some Nidalee stuff. There are no cats in Shurima. I mean, for now. So I'm going to give this a 0 out of 10 for now. And then once we have cats, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Because it's still not very good. Start free attack with an exact ephemeral copy of each cat. It's like the echo spell. I mean, it's 6 though. It's 6, and it's only for cats. That's true. We have big cat. Yost gets it. Okay. Unless that's like a mech or something. I don't know. But yeah, this card doesn't seem great. We'll wait and see what they change to cats, but even then, I don't expect this to do very well. Alter to Unity. Oh, I thought it was Altar of Unity. 4 mana. When I'm summoned, draw a unit. It's got the Revna text. When you summon an ally, grow its stats to equal its cost. Okay. So the obvious card that I'm sure everyone thought of immediately is the birds, right? Silverwing Vanguard. And then I don't know, maybe where's Genevieve, but even that's like not great. So yeah, Revna's cool, but like my guy, if your like game plan is 4 mana do nothing into 6 mana do nothing, I guess it's a 6 mana 6/6. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, bro. You're fucked. Like, there's no coming back here. So yeah, it's an S tier Sunny card. Absolutely S tier Sunny card. Yes. Like, this is gonna be funny, and you're gonna die sometimes. This card is going to kill you. Your opponent's gonna cast it, and then they're gonna cast Silverwing, and then they're gonna cast something else, and you're gonna explode. What up, man? Saying, how you doing, dude? I heard you won your RTM with Reinar. Congratulations. That's like, it's pretty sick. So Alternate Unity, not quite the business unless I'm missing something, which is possible. But I'm pretty like skeptical of anything that's like do nothing. You know, Harvey, yo, thank you for 26 months, dude. God damn, appreciate the prime. Anything that hits the board and doesn't immediately impact the board, I'm skeptical of, right? And this is one of them. You get to draw, like, it replaces itself, and that's sick. But 4 unit mana in the unit region is rough. That's a lot. To be fair, Vaults is tier 1. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yeah. It does impact the board next turn. But no, I totally get you. Okay. Doggo. 4 mana, Shadow Owl's Grave Companion. Each round, the first time another ally dies, draw 1. This is a 1/5. Very difficult to kill. That is a tough, good boy. I mean, as far as dogs, we don't know what we're going to get, but like, we can assume it's going to be Nasus, right? Tutor Inferna. Except this is the first time. You only get 1. Which means you can't, like, exploit it. Really. So, like, at best, it's a 1/5 that, like, replaces itself maybe that turn and then draws you an extra card each turn. Like, I don't think it's very good. You ignore the dog part of the text to continuous draw engine. It's a bad continuous draw engine. Like, you would rather just do something else. Dog Field Musician? Yeah, and how much has that card seen play? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Nasus confirmed dog. All right, bet. But like, not that matters, right? Like, it's dog tribal, but there's no dog payoff. They just both say dog, right? Yeah, it's kind of just worse glimpse. I don't know. It's just, I don't think you want it. Anonymous Mike, thank you so much for the sub at 8 months. Appreciate that, dude. It's currently no. This is a no. This is a no. And this is why I hate doing these, is because I'm going to look at all these cool cards and shit on almost all of them, because most of them will never see serious play unless something changes, right? Maybe Nidalee cares about tribal stuff. Maybe Zyre and Rakan have bird synergy. I don't know. Then things change. But for now, that's a big no. Okay, so I saw the Ionia tag and I was like, Yes. It's time. And then it's a Demacia card. God damn it. 5 mana bird. Ionia. Kind of. Royal Shimmerwing. Quick attack. Other bird allies have +1 and 0 and quick attack. You know why this is a Demacia card? Because of this card. This card. This card. This card. Wait, where are the other birds? This card. And more importantly, this card. And this card. It's a Demacia card. Is this a this is one I actually expect to be decent. Like I feel like you play Demacia Burbs, you throw in Shen, and you play Sinon and Garen or something. You could play J4 if you want to. But those birds are cracked with quick attack. They're insane with quick attack. You think that card's just bad? This one? I mean, Shen J4 is already like a thing, right? And it's now you can just get more challenger things. I think this card could be decent. Like 4 health is kind of tough to kill. Especially you can Shen. It's got quick attack. Issues in Shen J4 that you now are wanting to put X1s in. Sure. Sure. We'll see. We'll see. Is this card fantastic? No, absolutely not. Is it pretty decent? I think so. I think so. And the card's power depends on how liberally they hand out the bird tag. I'm just assuming that everything that looks like a bird is going to be a bird, right? Obvious bird. Scout bird. Metal bird. Or ceramic. Or whatever this thing's made of. What else we got here? This is just an Ionia. I mean, this is just a Demacia. Are there even any, like, Ionia birds? None of the champs. Cyricon confirmed? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, none of these look like birds. It's not looking good for bird tribal in Ionia. Azir? Azir's not in Ionia. Owlcat's a bird? Oh, that's gross. You'd lose the Demacia, though, which is kind of important. Bird cat. Bird cat. Bird? Nope, that's a Kitsune, right? Big flying birds? Birds if you don't think about it too hard. Bird. Bird. Not that you're going to play that. Scary bird. Fang bird. Bird. Cool. So, yeah, if you're playing this, you're in Demacia. It's not actually an Ionia card. Sacrificial Scholar. 2 mana Targon Fated. 1/2. Last Breath. Create and hand copies of the first 3 spells you played on me. I think this card's badass, actually. This card's, like... I think this card's pretty good. Something that Pantheon decks have struggled with in past is early game Fated units. This gives you another one. And like Furious Wielder Printer, more like Pale Cascade Printer. Ooh. Yeah, you're just going to sit there and be like Sacrificial Scholar, Gem, like you won't feel nearly as bad at just Pale Cascading. Right? That's pretty cool. Golden Aegis. That's kind of funny. Except it will have barriers, so yeah. This is unfortunately 9 times out of 10 it's a gem. What do you mean unfortunately? You cast 1 gem on it and all of a sudden it's a 3/3 that if it dies, it gives you a gem. That's already good. That's like the floor, right? If we're taking away the you don't have spells to cast on it at all, in which case all Fated units suck ass, that's the floor. Is you gem it and it's a 3/3 that when it dies, it gives you a gem back. That's pretty good. That's pretty strong, right? So I'm pretty high on this card. Am I going to play it? Probably not, because I don't want to play Pantheon, but this is a good card. I will not hear any Sacrificial Scholar slander. Innovative Blacksmith, 3-mana Freljord Weapon Master for Jack stuff. 2/2. When I'm summoned, I improvise. Gets little fake weapons. Each round, the first time you forge or equip an ally, heal your Nexus 1. This is absolutely a Jack's Horn card. So let me think about it. I really didn't put very much thought into this one, I'm going to be honest, because it's Freljord. And I don't like Freljord. So let me think about it now. When I'm summoned, I improvise. So it's going to be like a 4/3. A lot. 4/3. 4/2 tough. 3/4 impact. Good stats, right? Very solid stats. This is definitely playable over the Attune one. Each round, the first time you forge or equip. So it counts itself, I believe. It should. If it goes in order. Improvise, equip. You heal 1. So it could be, if it is actually just 3-mana 2/2 improvise, heal 1, ETB, like that already is pretty decent. That's pretty good. So this card's very strong, actually. I take this over Attune most of the time. I think you take this over Attune basically anytime you can. This card's like really good. Yeah, it's really strong. If you're playing in a deck that wants like an Ornn Jax deck, you want this card. This card's very strong. This will absolutely make the cut. Perfidious. Deceitful and untrustworthy. I obviously knew that. I just wanted to I wanted to enlighten you guys on what perfidious meant. So Mr. Perfidious Promoter here. 4-mana, Bilgewater 4/4. Those are solid stats. When you refill mana, like a coin, create a fleeting random follower in hand you can exactly afford. So if you go like on 4, you just go 4/4 coin, then you just get like a 1-mana card. So let's just say you get like a 1/1. That's pretty good. Are you reading the designer note? If you want the Crimson, then you want Jack. You want to know the where, the when, the he, the... Oh, that's from the article. Okay, yeah. I didn't read the article. Think about the one with the tune. Yeah, no, there's a tune, coins, all sorts of stuff. Seems pretty good. You can go infinite with the Bandle card and new Targon follower. Is that Draven? Huh. Interesting. Tune will always give you a card you can play on curve with the rest of your mana. Yes. I don't think you can go infinite. I think that's not what infinite means. This card's cool. Will it see play? I'm skeptical. I'm pretty skeptical. It's good. It's good. But like if you're playing a Jack deck, you just want to play Jack in this spot. If you're playing P and Z, then you want to be playing Clockling. If you're playing Ionia, then you're playing Ionia Bilgewater, and that sucks for you. You probably want the heal guy. What is this? Oh, okay. You wanted me to read the... When it goes on the heels of Set and Jack, the Shady Supporter always has what you need. At a price you can exactly afford. Never let those excess coins go to waste again. And even if you end up not liking what he has to offer, you'll still be expanding your vocabulary when you look up the definition of perfidious. Obviously, they're talking about you guys, not me. I wouldn't have to look it up. I already knew. Make single coins good into the late game. Yeah. Yeah. It does. Technically. Yeah. If it stays alive, I don't know. I'm not sold. Like, there's not really... So the decks that want coins first of all, are not Bilgewater, except for like the BB deck. That's different. We're looking at spoilers from Mastering Runeterra, baby. I don't think you... there currently is nothing that wants to play this. There's currently no deck right now that wants to play this. Doesn't mean there won't be, but right now, you don't want to play this. Beguiling Cobra. Okay, so I was excited because the first Ionia card was not an Ionia card. And so I was like, let's go. 7 mana, Reptile, Ionia, Beguiling Cobra, 4/7. Each round, the first time you summon another follower, summon an exact copy of it. If your board is full, grant its stats and keywords to me instead. I don't think this card's any good. This card's not great. Will you lose the game to it if your opponent wants to play it? Every now and then, yeah, you're going to be like, your opponent's going to play Beguiling Cobra, and you're going to be like, it can't be that bad. And then they're going to like play some other dumb shit, and you're going to explode. And you're going to be like, wow, what an insane card. But like, bro, 7 mana 4/7 is going to lose you the game. Ledros, make a Ledros. That's not even good. 7 mana 4/7 into turn 9 like Ledros with only 1 play effect isn't even good. Otacon, bro, just Otacon isn't even good. Like 10 mana, lose to Vengeance or Palm or Bounce Spell. Like you got it. Yeah, Tibulk's good. Yeah, Sign-In, okay. The problem is with Sign-In is like, what are you really doing here? Yeah, it's not great. Better or worse than last Ionian drops? Serene Skysinger. I think Serene Skysinger could do some busted things, maybe at some point. This isn't it, though. I don't think. Can afford it, aren't you winning? Yeah. Card Prince missed. Okay, if you have Viego on the board and your 7 mana is going to live, why aren't you just playing the other one anyway? Why don't you just play Invasive Hydrovine and just win the game? Right? Like... You gotta think about it like that. Like in these scenarios where you're like, I get to play a 7-drop that doesn't do anything, not immediately lose the game, and then I get to play some other expensive stuff. Why don't you just play a different card, your other expensive thing, and then just win the game through normal lines, right? Like, it's just not good. It will like never bring you back into a game that you were losing. You can't be losing the game and draw Beguiling Cobra and be like, yes, now I'm going to win. That will never happen, right? Because like if you're already behind, you can't spend 7 mana on a 4/7 that doesn't do anything. Like a 4/7 no text is just not it. It's a content card, yeah, but I wanted an Ionian card that didn't suck. Ugh. All right, moving on. 6 mana Noxus, another Weapon Master. Captain Indari. 5/5. This looks like if Vayne and Samira had a baby. No, it mostly just looks like Vayne, but red. With a gun. When I'm summoned, I improvise. Okay. Plunder. Forge other allies. This card is not good. That's it. That's the end of the review. This is a better Shelly. Oh, what? You say that to my face. I'm going to walk you through this play pattern. Okay, Shelly hits the board 1 turn earlier. Is elusive. You cast spells, pumps your whole board, right? In a region where it matters. In this one, let's say you're playing Weapon Master stuff, right? Okay, I'm going to pretend that you have a board of 5 dudes with equipment, and we'll pretend you're somehow not already winning the game, right? You improvise, sure. She's a 7/6 fearsome for 6 mana. That's cool. In Noxus, it's not very good. And you hit Plunder. All your stuff gets 1 bigger. Do you know what the Weapon Master archetype doesn't need? It's more stats. It does not need more stats with expensive stuff. That is not the deck's problem. It's already attacking me with 17 Orns and still losing. Like this. Forge gives +1/+1 to everything? Oh, does it? Oh, you're right. No, you're right. It's still not very good. Yeah, it's if it wasn't in Noxus, it could be really good. Like if it was a Bilgewater card. But it's not. Just expensive. And it doesn't do enough. Yeah. So I'm gonna give this one a thumbs down. Better or worse than Adroit Artificer? I don't even know what Adroit Artificer is, dude. So, yeah. So this wouldn't even be played in a Weapon Master deck. You'd just be playing it in a deck that, like, looks to go wide. Right? So let's just pretend it's like Samir Fizz, right? That deck does, like, this deck, it doesn't want this either. Like, 6 mana is a lot for Weapon Master. It's 5/5 activate all plunders. Oh, that one's worse. Yeah, so that's my review of all the cards. Condense, sick. Dope ass Conchologist hit. Bad, really bad. Pretty bad, not good enough. Pretty good. Pretty good. In an archetype that's not great. No. No. I hope you enjoyed my review. I'll see you guys next time.